sure, for sure. I mean, yeah, that's going to be a really big fight coming up on July 25th. But like I said, it's just about a few days before you get in there with Mike Plania. And that really, like, shapes up that 122-pound division. You're going to have, a few of these fights that, kind of like shape the division up and everything like that. So, you definitely got to be, prepared for, what could be happening next out there. And I know that you called out, like, Raushee Salim and, was it, who is it, Casemiro and all of that. But like you said, you ready for any one of those guys. So, it's just about making sure you take care of business here coming up in August. And then after that, everybody's on the hit list, basically, right?
Straight up. I mean, simple as that.
Word. Now, I know that, some people have been talking about, you getting in there, stepping with, some of the best fighters out in multiple divisions. They talk about the whole thing there with you and Tank and everything like that. But, like, has there, like, been, like, other fighters that you kind of, like, strapped it in with, in sparring?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I sparred with Gary Russell. I sparred with, I was a sparring partner for him before. I was a sparring partner for Raushee Warren. 3-time Olympian Raushee Warren, for JoJo Diaz when he fought Tevin Farmer. Recently, actually, I helped I helped Avery Sparrow. I tried, helped him prepare for Tevin Farmer. He took the loss, but I helped him. Let me see. I mean, it's been a lot of champions I've been in the ring with. Like I said, I fought Romero. I beat him in the Olympic qualifiers. I fought, that list is kind of extensive. I fought Ruben Villa. It's just a lot, man. I didn't, all these guys, we all pretty much grew up together.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that whole class right now of top dogs, the Shakur Stevens, the Devin Haney's, the Teofimo Lopez's, all of them. Like I said, me and Teofimo, like I said, I remember when his dad and my brother and my mom, they was talking during one of my fights or whatever, and they actually my mother had told me that they were speaking very highly of me, and they were looking forward to contesting against me more than anybody else. I was one of the better fighters there, and whatnot. But, ultimately we didn't end up fighting. I ended up dropping a split decision before we got to fight each other the very next fight. But yeah, man, like I said, my pedigree and my resume speak for itself. So now it's just time for me to put up and shut up.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, you named a whole lot of fighters there that either, are current champions, former champions, or, moved up. Like you got, of course, Teofimo out there that, recently won. Beat Josh Heller to get that WBO belt at 140. You got, Romero there, that's a champ, you know what I'm saying? You got Shakur Stevenson, the former unified champ at 130. Was WBO champ at 126, now campaigning 135, among others. So there's a lot. I think that thing with Rolly Romero kind of stood out because, a lot of people, a lot of fans talk about Rolly and this and that as far as like what his overall ability is or something like that. But like what is it like kind of like going up against someone like Rolly or like, sparring against him? He has like a certain style because he has like a judo background. So
yeah,
that kind of still is.
He was aggressive, really aggressive. But Rolly is an awkward fighter, but he's smart though. I think people don't really give him credit more than they should. Rolly's smart to an extent. That's why he's able to win. Like as much as he had. What I'm saying? He's not just he's not the most skillful, of course. But at the same time, what I'm saying? Like, stepping in there with me, nah.
Yeah,
even what I'm saying? He's a real big dude now, but like I said, maybe down the line, whenever I start to, conquer these weight classes back to back, maybe once I get up to 35, 40, whatever, Probably be towards the later part, I would imagine.
Mm.
Right now I'm at 22, and then after I after I unify at 22, I plan to go up to 26, and then 30, and so on and so forth. Like I said, I've been fluctuating my whole career, so it was never a problem, and I've always knocked people out in either weight class. So my power transcends, and I can get guys out of there regardless. Like I said, I'm really that dude.
For sure, for sure. Had a question from Light Skin Lou. He asked, like, what was it sparring with Gary Russell Jr.?
He's very fast, of course, extremely fast, but he's very predictable. He's very, very predictable. I think they're so fast that they try to they're so fast that excuse me, not they, but well, yeah, really all the brothers, to be honest. But I mean, I feel like some are better than the others, but particularly Gary Russell, he's so fast. I feel like sometimes like he has tails, like he telegraphs his punches sometimes, and at least I was able to pick up on it, and like I said, we had some great work, and I actually. I would have loved that fight if I would have got that fight. I would absolutely would love to fight Gary Russell.
Yeah, it's like one thing to, have the speed, but if you have like a pattern, along with that, sometimes you could pretty much figure out that type of pattern. And once you do that, you're like, hey, even though he's doing this, I can time him. And if you can time him, then, pretty much that's what it was. I think you had like another question in here about like, what did you learn with those 2 early losses, with one of those being a split decision? Like, what did you learn about yourself then?
I mean, like I said, the losses they weren't really about my skill. It had nothing to do with my skill. It was just about me having outside dealings outside. It was having problems outside of the ring. That was just what it was attributed to. Like I said, my first loss, I fought a guy way bigger than me. I really, I should have been fighting at 118 years ago. Like I was, like I said, I was fighting at 130, 135, and I'm walking around 140. So I'm dropping 10 pounds. These other guys dropping 20, 30 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So I was at a disadvantage. And when it came to the power or whatever, but I still was, nobody has knocked me out, and nobody was able, I've been dropped before, but I get back up and I keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't no easy win for anybody, nobody. And the second one, like I said, that was just completely attributed to just all personal problems. Like I said, I was going through my separation at that time, so that whole training camp was hell. Like that was the worst training camp I've ever had in my life. On top of me getting sick during the whole damn training camp too. So I probably only prepared maybe 2 weeks for that fight, and I still fought to a majority decision. So like I said, there ain't no excuses, but it's just the truth. Like I said, and even when I tried to rematch that second loss, he tried to price himself out because he knew what it was. He got away with a heist. He got away with it. And it ain't no like slander or shaming him. I mean, he did what he's supposed to do. And he moving smart, but he damn sure know not to fight me again. Like because he out of there in 3 rounds for a fact. Because on top of that, I mean, I didn't already personally DM'd him, and we didn't spoke about it already. He don't want that smoke with me. So now that that's why I'm focused on 122. I'm focused on 122.
Yeah, and I know you're talking about too, and he's had a number of fights here in this the DMV area too. He's kind of been headlining a couple of these local cards in the Washington D.C. area, and yeah, he's had a number of close fights, and a number of decisions have kind of fallen his way. But he, when it comes to those rematches, I don't know, man. It's like he really ain't been, he ain't been doing them. I had like another quick question here. What do you think you'll peak out as far as like the division? I know you said you kind of like coming down from 140 to make 122 around that range, something like that. But where do you think you'll peak out as far as like the weight division?
Like I said, I'm not really sure. I mean, it could be 40, 47. I mean, it just, who knows? You know, like I said, of course, I want to have longevity in this sport, but you know, that's not my end goal. And my end goal is not to just, it just doesn't end with boxing. It does. You know, I'm a natural born entertainer. I've been entertaining since I was 4 years old. I mean, I used to dance, and like I said, I still now I dance. I want to eventually act. You know, I sing, I rap, you know, music, I mean, everything. So I tumble. So I really just kind of got my foot in everything, really. So, you know, who knows? I would love to, you know, even possibly be in some action movies. You know, if I could star on them, or even be on some stuntman work. I mean, it's just all types of possibilities that I'm open to. You know, me, like I've always been a person who likes to challenge myself and likes to step out of that boundary box. So, you know, whatever the Lord sees fit, and you know, His vision for me, you know, that's what I'm gonna walk and what I would do. But you know, and even in terms of philanthropy, you know, I always want to give back, man. It's important to give back. I want to, you know, host some food drives, some charities. You know, just like I said, I believe in making an impact in the community, and you know, that's where my future plans, you know, are. Like I said, just to really, like, it's one thing. Like, I know a lot of people, they say they want to be rich and don't want to be a celebrity or whatever. I don't know. Like me, of course, monetarily, that's most important. I want to make sure I'm financially free,
Right.
but I do want the influence, and but the reason I do want the influence is because I know I can impact a lot of positive change. I know, because just my spirit, I have a, you know, a godly spirit, and I would like to, you know, bring people closer to God. You know, I don't want to further fuel negativity in a world that's already fucking negative. Like, it's just, especially as I get older and I start to really just peep the vibes, peep the attitudes, peep the just the nature of how people behave
Mm-hmm.
now. You know, it's not like me. I've always been more of a traditional man, or a traditional. I've had a traditional thought process.
Right.
Um, More so attributing to the fact that I've always been around older people. I was raised around older people. You know, I have older siblings. You know, I never was really around my age group. So, you know, maybe that had something to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and just the teachings that was instilled in me by my father. You know, my father, he's a pivotal piece of my life, extremely pivotal. You know, he was who started me boxing when I was 6 years old, and it was just a bonding experience between father and son. And ultimately, I just took it to the next level. And you know, and I even have even secondary um, asset of fatherhood with my stepfather. You know, he was very involved in my life now. Like I said, he's involved in my career. He's my co-manager.
Mm-hmm.
So my father, you know, my biological father is my head coach right now, and then you know, like I said, my stepfather is my co-manager. So, you know, like, family unity and family is extremely important to me. That's my, you know, probably the biggest value to me is family. You know, my mother, like, you know, without my mother, I wouldn't have probably even still been boxing. You know, she was one of the biggest pieces to that puzzle that kind of kept me going. You know, she helped, you know, kind of helped me along the lines of with my daughter. Like I said, you know, being a single father to a opposite sex, you know, a girl as well. You know, that was a lot. You know, it's a lot. You know, I get nervous. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm trying to learn and find my way, figure out my way as well, and I'm still learning more about myself. So, you know, to just have the support system that I have, and more importantly than anything, you know, I'm extremely grateful for all my friends. You know, for the Wolf Pack. You know, I know some of them are in here. I know I see my boy Azim in here. You know, he's one of my best friends. Just, you know, kids. You know what I'm saying? I just have a great support system. You know, and I appreciate everybody who's been following me up until this point, and I just hope that y'all continue on moving forward.
Yeah, it's definitely great to have that support system. Like you said, you have your family, your extended family. You know that have the saying, it takes a village to raise a child, but you definitely have a village there. With your parents, you got your father, your stepfather, your mother. You said, like you said, your best friends up in there. Also a lot of friends around you that keep you level, keep you focused there, so that you'll be able to be very successful inside the ring and also outside the ring, like you said, raising a daughter too. So definitely having that support system is very important. You know what I'm saying? But is there like anything else here to drop to the fans here before they get ready for your fight coming up in August in Atlanta? Y'all check it out in Atlanta, live on the Zone against Mike Plania.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like for my supporters, man, y'all cop some merch, man. Like I said, I need y'all. I want it's a hometown fight. I want to see some of my real supporters, man, in them home record shirts. I just dropped a new shirt. The home record shirt. Just kind of detailing all the places that I've been, where I went in other guys' hometowns and beat them and everything else. So y'all can cop and check out some of my merch at hoopfiends.com. Probably throw that here in the comments. Yeah, like I said, at hoopfiends.com. And y'all can go check it out, man. Go get you a shirt, go get you a hat. We got a lot of different things coming soon. It's time, man. It's time. This has been long awaited. This has been destined. I'm ready for the moment. I'm a star, and you know, come August 4th, the world will see it too.
For sure. Like I said, y'all be sure to go on that website, hoopfiends.com. Once again, hoopfiends.com. Be sure to get your merch there for Elijah Pierce ahead of his fight on August 4th. So y'all come in there, y'all be in there at ATL, y'all have all the gear ready for him to support. Big thanks for you, Elijah, for coming on to speak with the Boxing Source. We're definitely going to be seeing much more of you. Of course, you're going to be able to handle business in August, and then we're going to see how you're going to be coming up in the ranks there at 122 pounds to get ready for that world title shot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And before I go, like I said, I always like to end interviews with my favorite quote. No matter how the conditions are in the wilderness, a wolf will never eat grass. You know what I'm saying? And take a second, digest it, think about it. You feel me? Like I said, I'm always on a hunt, man. Ain't nothing stopping me from achieving what I want in this game. Like I said, I'm going to be world champion at 122 pounds. And like I said, all love to everybody who's been supporting me thus far. And I hope to see y'all there August 4th. August 4th at the OTE Arena. It's going down. The hunt continues.
For sure. Big thanks, Elijah Pierce, for being on here. And like I said, yeah, let's get it. August 4th, yo.
Salute, man. Appreciate you, bro.
For sure.